We're just trying to do what makes us happy. It's difficult for people to be able to do that in life and make money at it. And when you get a chance to do it, you want to do it.
I don't think we're unlike any other band. We have different personalities and different modes of thinking. And sometimes they conflict. And it delays it, but you can't delay the inevitable.
Making it as a musician is not easy, especially when you're holding down a regular job from 9 to 5. But for the three men who make up the nucleus of the group High Rise, it's worth the extra effort. For Tony Mitchell, Billy Miller, and Miles Baldwin, the beginning was a little place outside of Houston called Almeda.
Tony and I go back about 8 years, and we used to rehearse as a four-piece over in Alameda, Texas, just outside of Houston. And one day, someone gave me Miles' phone number. I knew Miles from high school, and I gave him a call. I went over there, and that's basically when it started, when I met Miles, because it started taking off as opposed to just being another group of guys with instruments playing.
Although all three are basically self-taught musicians, they've come together and created a unique musical mixture all their own.
That's the most interesting thing about this band is we all write, three of us write, but we all have unique styles of writing. Everything we come up with is pretty much different from what the other person is doing at the time, so it's hard to localize or synchronize our sound. It's all danceable. You have to find out if people who, the majority of them may not know anything about music, how they feel about this song. Will it sell? Will they dance to it? Will they look at it and say, hey, that's a nice song? And we only find that out when we're playing. Or, you know, we let a few people hear the tapes, and that's a little bit difficult. I always had a problem with letting my family or friends hear what I was doing, because it's hard to get an honest opinion from them. You know, they may not want to hurt your feelings or this or that, and say, you know, what are you doing? This is garbage. They're not going to tell you that. No matter, even if it is garbage, they're not going to tell you. So it's always nice, they say, have perfect strangers who could care less who you are, what you are. You know, say, hey, you're good.
I'm not really materialistic about what I'm doing, but you know, being that I'm from the hard-working mode, usually people can't appreciate it when you say, I worked hard to do what I want to do. I want a Grammy. And I know that's kind of outrageous for someone with my background, but I want to, you know, I want to entertain people, and I want a big achievement, yeah.
I used to set goals as far as music is concerned, but it's really difficult because things don't always happen the way you want them to happen. So I basically just operate in a mode where as long as I'm playing, I'm happy. If I ever get, where I really want to do is get to a point where I can just play, you know, and not necessarily be rich, not necessarily be a star, but make enough money to support myself and do what I like to do.
But they know that's easier said than done. All three hold regular jobs to make ends meet until they hit the big time.
Down in Rio, I was all alone with a moonlit sky.
To me, it's like working 2 9-to-5s, or 9 to 5 and a 5 to 9, something like that. It's very difficult. And sometimes we tend to forget how difficult it is on the other person. Some of us can handle it better than others, and we tend to make extraordinary demands on each other because of that, and we have to kick back and drop back and think that, hey, we're all working, we got to do this when we can. But that's one thing about it, that's our biggest motivation to make it, because we want to be doing something we enjoy doing, and that's playing music.
Tell me what's your name?
I have met other musicians in this city that are much worse, I guess that would be a good way of putting it, off than we are. I think we're blessed in the sense that we are so determined that we don't mind putting forth that extra effort to rehearse, even though we all have 9 to 5s. And I think that it's hard on us, but when people say you don't pay your dues, I mean you don't starve and eat oatmeal for years and peanut butter sandwiches, and none of us are really doing that, at least not to my knowledge. No, I'm not. I do like people, give them a plug. But I don't see us wearing tattered clothes or anything, and doing things that are so unbearable that when you say, you know, every day you just want to quit, feel like quitting. But I feel that in the sense that we can work 9 to 5 and then rehearse, I feel we put forth that much effort, and it's hard, but you know, it's what we want to do.
Our goals are set higher than just being local here in Houston.
I personally want to make it in Houston, but Houston's climate for original material acts is not very good. The clubs are not really geared up to bands that play their own material. They either want DJs or they want bands that play copy music. And as progressive as Houston is, it's hard to believe that they would be in that type of mode.
And I treasure these moments because I'm not going to say it's nothing, but you don't have that much right now. And I have to admit that to myself sometimes, because people make a big fuss after they see me do a show. But, you know, there's no chauffeur-driven limousine or nothing like that. You're packing up your own equipment. And these are the best days right here, you know, because you have nothing and you have everything to gain right now. And if you have that kind of feeling now, it can only blossom into something much greater.